I like to think for all the experience that I've had, it's really been more about instincts. You never want to be like you never want to be a Byron Saxton and call match for a game that you know nothing about. That's the one thing I avoid at all costs.
Sorry to interrupt. I don't see the stream up, Chris.
Dun, dun, dun.
I'm looking at it on two separate browsers. There's no stream.
All right, liking this team here. Max Murder.
All right, there it is. There it is. Sorry. Go for it. Go. Apologies.
Okay. Yeah, Hatchler going up against Rynge Fool.
Also, Chris, turn off the sub notifications.
Alright, so we got Hellpockets playing Joe, Nelson, and Terry, and we got Rynge playing Keo, and let me see what comes up. Keo, Geese, and Kim. Starting off the round really well with Joe.
I mean, one of the beautiful things about Joe's the match, and he controlled the spacing too on the stage with his quick mashing attacks and the tornado punches. But the problem is that once he gets in, he's got a bit of an issue because Keo controls the close space as well.
And with a lot of normals that are positive on block, as well as a lot of good damaging combos, it's going to be difficult for him to play that close infighting game. But it doesn't seem like that's a problem for Joe. He took a really early lead in the beginning of the round and was able to dispatch Keo easily.
Damn, that good standing big. But here comes Geese. Bad blood between these two now.
Geese and Joe have a similar play. They like to play from the outside and then confirm into big damage.
I tried to go the maximum cancel, but was able to pull the defense. Get evasive roll out of the corner.
Oh, he's trying to use those fireballs in.
The air fireball actually betrayed him because he landed on the tornado that time.
Oh, that's really sad to see.
Last little bit of push.
It looks like Joe is willing to push his opponent all the way into. Oh, nice Maximo conversion. This is going to be the end. Screw upper.
He hit Geese so hard, Krauser felt that one. My goodness.
I like that reference.
Thank you. Again, it may be showing my age, but I got to call him like I see him.
I'm totally okay with that. Now we are down to the last character. Could we have a Joe CV here?
I believe so. Oh, wait. That overhead opens him up. Oh, but he doesn't go for the follow through.
Oh, he opted to wait for that TP. Goes for the grab. Could he manage to finish this off without using more meter?
All right, man, just go for it again. But again, excellent use there. Goes for the overhead. Throws him off his game. He's expecting a little bit more afterwards. He gets the sweep. He takes it without burning any more meter. Very, very smart. Here comes a Nelson. And again, I'm not 100% on this matchup. Don't get to see too many Nelson players, which is unfortunate. Because again, it was, for me, for my money, it's an interesting character. And I love the mix-up game with Team.
He's a mix-up artist. That's an insane amount of damage there.
That's that bad intentions punch right there.
He tried to get an overhead on Wake Up, but Hellpockets was
slow.
Yes, it was, and Hellpockets was just waiting for that mighty punch. Just knocked him right out.
Jeez. All right. But again, it's one for Pockets, man. And like I said, another great character. I would love to see more and more of Nelson. Don't get me wrong. I said I appreciate like all the squads that I've seen come up and manage on streams. But again, there's certain characters that their presence for me is a little bit lacking. I want to see more of them. And thankfully, Pockets, he scratches that itch for me.
That's true. He's a character loyalist. He does like him, but he's been really depending on Nelson for his mix-up game.
Again, this is what I was talking about earlier. The Joe play. Too impressive.
He kept Keo in the corner and did not let him out. He was making all the good decisions to keep Rynge from making any good choices to get out of the corner.
Right now, clutching is one of the things that we saw the last match was that while Rynge is trying to keep him away, especially with the F5, again, he's got to be careful because he doesn't want to have a repeat of going up, throwing the F5 and then landing on a tornado.
Oh, he opted for the sweep, and this time it hit, but he didn't get anything off of the combo.
All right, good jump in.
And it looks like
with 2 in a row. He comes to maximum. Goes for the sweep. Brilliant move.
He's 2 for 2 for getting that sweep. Oh, nice overhead.
Yo, he flexed on him.
That overhead is pretty slow, so you know that he was willing to just hold down for the whole round.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, tries to counter.
This is with the counter. Ooh, hits him with the double.
Joe seemed to pause for a minute. It plays a lot to Joe's strengths, is that he likes, at least for Hellpockets, he likes to play from the back end. He likes to be the outfighter and just pick his moments to be aggressive. But most of the time, he's the person that is playing from the back, trying to agitate his opponent to making a mistake. You can see that a lot in his Joe play.
Definitely. You know, if this was a boxing match, he would be the guy that is circling the outside of the ring, basically. This way, he would have his opponent come towards him and burn that little bit of energy. Uh-oh.
And here you see it. Catches him with the roll and goes in right for the climax.
That looked like it.
He connected the Hurricane and went for a full combo to get a Joe CV.
Joe CV, my God. Tornado is too strong, man. Now, I got to ask you something, man. Would you consider him a Category 3 or a Category 4?
Well, Joe, for me, is always a Category 5, sir. It's a really difficult match to play against.
That was the right answer. Wasn't one of the answers, but it was the right one.
Sir, there are many top players that are saying that Joe is one of the best point characters in the game, and they're saying that for good reason.
Oh, yeah. No, and again, selection, the order selection is a huge, huge factor when it comes to the strategy of this game.
And speaking of strategy, speaking of strategy, we're seeing a completely different Rynge here. He's opting to be a little bit more aggressive, now keeping Hellpockets in the corner. Hellpockets just coming up 0 and blocking any of those mix-ups. Oh, that's unfortunate.
Didn't get the full damage, but again, it was enough to get him out of the corner. Gives him some breathing room.
What do we have here? Kyo could have a comeback. If he can get rid of this Joe, he might be back in business.
Yeah, he was able to get through the Joe. He's still got the Nelson on the other hand, and that Nelson is tricky.
That's true.
And again, elbow to the back and a boot to the ass. Gets him out that round.
Now we have Geese versus a very weakened Joe.
Well, not too weakened. He's still just a little under 50%, about 45, you would think. And again,
he popped raw max mode there.
He managed to get him with the same kick, and got him locked down. Gets him into the corner.
But gives up the corner to throw out the fireball and gets hit with the Hurricane.
All right. Now Rynge's gotten over the hump of Joe Higashi. But here comes Nelson.
And a lot of the changes for Nelson really play to his play style. We're looking at some of the changes for a step to victory command dash, allowing him to get into his C combination, allowing him to do overheads, lows, and even a guard crush. So Rynge has to be careful.
All right, good defense there. Blocks the mighty punch.
What do we have
doing a good job of keeping Nelson at bay.
Now you're seeing a little bit of those changes. He went for a sweep after that. Oh, goes for the overhead.
The overhead opens him up. Gets the jump. Oh, doesn't.
Oh, goes for another overhead.
Yeah.
What do we have here? Goes for another overhead.
Oh, jeez.
We got mix-ups. Goes for the command grab. Oh, overhead again.
Jesus, man. This is what I'm talking about, man. The mix-up potential that goes into Nelson play. You have to be on your toes the entire time.
But one thing
one wrong guess, and that's all.
One thing I would suggest for Rynge to do would be to block the low, but then go immediately up, because after 2 hits, there's really nothing that he can do as a low, except for sweep. I'd rather take the sweep than take the overhead.
Sure. And it was one small drop combo, but Rynge was able to, redeem himself. Managed to go for the advanced, Phoenix stance. goes to the second maximum activation, takes the round. Very, very impressive.
This could end up being anyone's game.
And here comes the wolf himself.
Oh, that was a... I'm not sure if that was a properly spaced burn knuckle, but it didn't look like he got punished. Oh! Hits the CD into the super.
And that's one thing that I try to tell everybody to do more often. Max mode into a blowback because it gives you a safe guaranteed hit.
That is true.
Then it's, yeah, and again, granted, it's not as flashy as some combos that you can do in this game, but again, I want to go for something that I know is going to make make my opponent suffer. So if I want to get the hit, get it right.
I'm sorry to interrupt you.
No.
But Rynge gets on the board with 1 win. It's 2-1. Hellpockets is still up on match point.
All right, and they're just going to dive right back into it.
It doesn't look like they're going to change any characters. Rynge is locked in. It looked like he made a lot.
Again, straightforward.
A lot of the characters are straightforward, I would agree.
But now the question is, like you were about to say, Rynge did adjust his Kyo strategy, and it did pay off dividends. The question is, can he keep that momentum going?
And will Hellpockets make an adjustment himself? I like those blocks. He was able to block all those jump down C's from Kyo, and now he's got Rynge in the corner. What's he got for him today? Oh, tries to roll and gets caught on the roll. Hellpockets was prepared for that one.
And again, this thing is almost as dangerous as Benny Maul. All Joe's going to need is just that one bar. And because you can link his command attacks, his command normals, that just gives you more damage, gives you more opportunities.
Everything turns into an easy conversion. But let's not take away from the skill that Hellpockets is displaying. He gets any conversion, and he makes use of it, and that still takes a lot of practice.
Yeah, we're seeing the master work here. 14 hits, good solid damage on him.
This man is a true artisan of the Joe. Almost a stun. He gets the stun this time. He finishes off with a CD. How disrespectful. Slow moves.
Oh, man. I said again, this is definitely Hellpockets on a tear right now. He's shooting for that Joe's TV to take it.
He's got full health against this Rynge 4-bar chem. But Rynge opens up with
real quick.
With a full super combo. Nearly half health right there. Oh, catches him rolling.
Oh, there was an opportunity there for a punish, but he had already committed to the jump. And speaking of punishes, here comes Hellpockets.
But he's not going to drop this punish.
Damage on one mistake.
And it shows the time and the skill put into these characters. You can see that Hellpockets is willing to do almost 60% from just one hit, one punish. Oh, wow.
Wow. Ow. Rynge, the drop combo, and it left him vulnerable. That's all Pockets needed.
He DP'd once. He DP'd once and then saw that Rynge wasn't willing to commit to something faster and got hit with another DP.
Right.
Hey, guys.
Hello.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
That was a very commanding lead right